We have more cursed airsoft replicas to look at.
I don't like where this is going. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Did you know that 97% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed? That breaks my heart. Let's get those sub numbers up. Back to cursed airsoft. Okay, normally when someone does some weird shit to a Thompson, it's done very poorly and it makes me lose a little faith in the airsoft community. But not this. This dude turned a Thompson AG into a Star Wars blaster and it looks really good. I actually kind of like the design even though it's not done. I actually really like the grenade launcher attachment, and something about a grenade launcher on a Thompson screams,
"Get up, cocksuckers, it's all over."
The lights on the replica is super unique. I don't think I've ever seen an airsoft gun do that before. Here's why this isn't terrible. The dude who made it actually planned it out. Airsofters are usually like, oh, a World War II airsoft replica? You know what it needs? A PEC box and an HCOG. How are we gonna put it on? Super glue. That's why they turn out so terrible. Wow, if I lower the image quality, you'd probably think this is a Groza. It's not. This is a gross it's not funny. This is actually an AK turned into something that resembles a Groza. Groza at home. Let's just go tip the butt on it so you actually understand how cursed this thing is. The buttstock is being held on by a freaking door hinge. It's HPA because of course it has to be. It has to be HPA. It has an M4 mag in it. It looks like the dude 3D printed an adapter, which like why? You overcomplicated it for no reason. I mean, the whole thing is done for no reason. The front part of the gun is being held to the back part by a freaking piece of scrap metal. He's got an average brand scope that is slightly canted upwards, which means it's useless because it's canted upwards. You can't aim down the sight. The sight is super far off. And of course on the tip, he's got a suppressor with a freaking grenade launcher glued to it. I hate this. I hate it so much. I hope whoever made this stubs their toe. Yeah, this is terrible. Guess who made it? Comrade Kich, the guy with all the cool airsoft guns. I hope you aim down the side of this thing and it freaking knocks you out, buddy. I actually told Comrade Kich I was gonna put this in my video, and you know what the dude did? He sent me pictures from 10 different angles of the thing and 4K footage of it. He really said bet. Generally though, I'm very surprised that this thing actually reciprocates. That scope is not light. How did he even put that on there? Did he like freaking glue a rail to it or something? I think I found the meta for making cursed guns. Just ghetto rig modern day attachments to World War II guns, and you'll get a freaking abomination. No, for real though, Comrade Kich, you have to say guns. This is just not one of them. It took me a second to realize what this is since it's kind of all over the place. It has an M4 iron sight, an M16 stock. The receiver looks like an AR, but it has a small size AK mag put into it. This is actually a CMMG Banshee, which is actually one of my dream airsoft guns, so it kind of hurts seeing it like this. Thanks for that. I don't know what possessed you to do this to honestly one of the most gorgeous replicas out there, but I hate it. It's actually kind of funny though, because this is actually a meme build you sometimes see in Tarkov. I wonder if he made this with that in mind, but it's kind of funny that the meme builds in the game are similar to the meme builds in real life. Someone pointed out that it looks like the South Park gun, and I agree, the resemblance is uncanny. Oh my. My biggest question is, how the flip did you even get your 3D printer to make that? My printer barely works, and this dude somehow printed this. Height over bore doesn't even begin to describe this. It's literally height on page 1, bore on page 50. It's like a freaking trench periscope, but totally useless. Now that I think about it, this dude could actually tilt the gun on its side and have his buddy aim for him. Posts like this is why I think airsofters should be banned from 3D printers. They don't know how to act. Oh, here we have one of the most gorgeous airsoft Rhodesian foul paint jobs I have ever seen. But for some reason, the dude who did the paint job decided to make this foul into a break action shotgun. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. If this dude just kept the foul as normal, it would be a sick airsoft replica that I would personally want to own. But no, he's like, screw it. Shotgun's your foul. I hope I never understand the schizophrenic thoughts that airsofters who make these kinds of abominations have going through their brains. Y'all need to stop listening to the voices. People keep asking me how I feel about airsoft cheaters. I tell them they ain't missile proof. Yes, you are looking at this right. It's a freaking airsoft quad launcher. This dude found one in the shop, which is crazy because I don't even think they're out yet. This seems to be a 202A1 flash rocket launcher from Aerodynamic US. One of these things costs $3,700 and they're making only 200 of them. Would you sell a kidney for one of these things? I think I would. How does it work? Well, it doesn't actually shoot any rockets, which makes it a little lame. You load a single Airsoft 40 mic shell in each pod and you get 4 shots. If you were to take this thing to an airsoft field, which you wouldn't because it's a collector's piece, but if you did, you'd have to barrel stuff everyone that you fight against. Imagine peeking a corner and there's an MFer inside the building with the quad launcher within freaking slapping distance of you. Honestly, I want one. And you guys already know what I'd do. I'd recreate the Arnold pig. And you guys know how to do it well. This dude built a tracking airsoft turret. Dude, these airsofters need to stop messing around. The military-industrial complex needs them. The genius of the people in this community is insane. Like, how do you even do this? It looks like he connected a Ring camera lower to a Glock and programmed it to track you. Imagine you had this as your doorbell cam and it accidentally misidentifies the DoorDash driver. It freaking smokes him. I said this about the CIWS, but there's probably a manager somewhere at Raytheon seeing this and just yelling at his subordinates like, this dude built a lock-on turret in his kitchen with a Glock and a Ring camera. These airsofters are something else. Yeah, I'm part Russian. How'd you know? How in God's name do you even do this? There's no way it shoots, right? Right? The entire top half is heavier and wider than the bottom Makarov half. Congrats, buddy. You successfully made an extremely compact pistol into an oversized nightmare. This is the same guy who made the break-action Rhodesian FAL. I think we can all agree that he needs to be thrown into a Siberian prison and forgotten about. Okay, that's actually a little too harsh. Okay. Wait, I just saw a comment. This is actually based off a real pistol or based on a replica made for a movie. It's called a Bren 9.2mm and it was in red heat. I've never seen it, but here is Arnold loading it. Okay, I take everything I said back. Since it has some cool lore, it's not that cursed. Oh, another World War II gun modernized. What is the obsession? It looks terrible. You know the top loading piece of trash gun? It needs a skeleton Picatinny rail, you know, for mounting a scope. It can't even use because it's being blocked by the freaking mag. Out of everything I noticed with this thing is that it has an AK mag and not a Bren mag. I mean, cool project, dude, and I genuinely respect your engineering prowess. He did build it from the ground up. Why a Bren? Like, you are only limited by your imagination and you pick the Bren. How do you even aim this thing? I'm sure they were asking that back in World War II as well. I'll help make this thing even more cursed. Maybe add a 45-degree offset mount on the rail and put a freaking EOTech on it. There you go. I helped make it more cursed for the meme. I'm done. That's it. This is all your guys' fault. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get those freaking sub numbers up. Y'all like the new quality? Tell me if you guys noticed it. I got a ring light. I'm trying to increase the quality of the channel with every single video. If you guys noticed it, let me know in the comments below. If it looks nice, you know, maybe it looks bad. Let me know. Other than that, have a good day. Remember, you're worth it. And you already know, guys, go to the gym.